but they also enrich our health, work, and impact us socially. I will entreat all students to take active part in the week celebration and give participants their moral support. I must say that in as much as we have fun, we will still learn. The week is not a holiday. Approval has been given by management for lectures to end by 10 o'clock a.m. every day during the week, so that students can join in the activities for the week-long celebration. I would entreat you to comport yourselves and desist from unhealthy arguments that will lead to fighting. Avoid drinking and unnecessary noise making as much as possible. Dress well, eat well, have enough sleep, and pray to God for protection. I wish you a happy and fun-filled week celebration. I would like to commend the SRC President, His Excellency Moses Oka, and his administration for all the efforts they expended in planning the week-long celebration. Long live Ghana, long live STU, long live SRC. God bless you.
A round of applause for my mother, your mother, the mother of the institution, Madam Cynthia Chemfi, Edu Chemfi. Mommy, thank you very much for that wonderful speech. I hope you heard it. You are happy. Everybody have seen you. You want to get up and go and enjoy. You don't like classes. You see, all the people at the top there, they see your behavior. Please change. Change. When you have fun a little, then you stick to your studies a little. 50-50, we move on. Mommy, thank you very much. Wonderful, wonderful speech. I told you so. Quickly, we move on. I told you that we'll be out of here in no time. So stick and stay. I hope you started jotting down things, because you need to jot down things. The words coming out of these people are not just mere words. So start jotting down things if you've not already started. So quickly we move forward, and we'll have one of our guests also talk to us in a brief moment. I told you I love this woman already, so I'll say it again. I love this woman. She's embedded with wisdom. This woman knows exactly what to say. Do you agree? If you don't agree, you will see it right now. So I want to invite a mother. She's very dear to my heart, the counselor of the university, Madam Grace Ajongba. A round of applause for the university counselor as she gives us a speech. Mommy, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Michael. Good morning, everybody. Mr. Chairman, the Regional TVET Coordinator, and all protocol duly observed. I am honored and humbled to be given the platform and the opportunity to speak to our great future leaders of this nation. The SRC Week, in this our SRC Week luncheon, dubbed Pragmatic Higher Education a permanent phenomenon for economic growth and national development. Education, they say, is a success, is the key of success. But education without impact to society in which we live is detrimental. We are born to make impact in our world. We therefore need to know how we can develop ourselves to make that impact. I'm going to spare the details of defining pragmatic education and all those, and go straight to what we have to do today, or what I have to give you. All the dignitaries up here, once upon a time, were students like you. And then by the dint of decisions and mindsets they made, they are here today. If you, as students, also take what made us what we are, one day you will be up here and there will be people listening to you. So make up your minds. Let's see what will work for us. Mr. Chairman, I am very honored to stand here with him. We were on the same staff some time ago. He has been a chairman of a committee that I was secretary to. Very pragmatic committee. In fact, I am not surprised where he is today because of who I know or what he does and what I know he can do. And I'm sure he's not surprised also seeing me here today. Because there is a mindset and there is a purpose to achieve success. Until you have the purpose to achieve success, you cannot achieve success. Success is a mindset, just as failure is also a mindset. So if you fail, you have made up your mind to fail. It is the same way if you succeed. It is a mindset. You have purposed in your heart to succeed. All right. So we want to talk about things that can help us to develop ourselves as nation builders. Number one thing I want to talk about is the mindset, or our thoughts, or our thinking. I'm going to dwell much on this one because this will help us to grow and to develop ourselves. And then we'll look at other areas. I hope to be able to make this within the time they gave me. What is mindset? It's a series of self-perceptions or beliefs people hold about themselves. Mindset determines behavior, outlook, and mental attitude. For example, believing you are either intelligent or unintelligent. You can believe that you are intelligent and you work at it. And you can believe that you are unintelligent and nothing will work for you. They are mindsets. So you take it. There are basically two mindsets that we can talk about. We have the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. We look at the fixed mindset. When you have a fixed mindset, you believe your abilities are unchangeable. You were born with certain traits and certain amount of intelligence, and that's it. And so you believe that when they gave birth to me, I am not good. And so you do nothing about that. People say, my teacher said, my mother even insults me like that. So it is a perception you put on yourself that is unchangeable. You yourself have decided not to change it. It is fixed in your mind. Many people are trained in this mindset from early age. For instance, a teacher believes your IQ determines everything. So if your IQ is low, then it means you can't do anything. You are unintelligent. You are not good. And when your IQ is high, they believe that you are good and you can do everything and you can reach every point that you want to reach. It's a mindset. It is important to know that even if you have a fixed mindset, you can learn another mindset which can transform every aspect of your life, which we are going to, and which is the growth mindset. So from the fixed mindset, we are moving to the growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief system that abilities, skills, and intelligence can develop. So though you believe you have a low IQ or you are not intelligent, if you have a growth mindset, I told you everything that we are or we do is as a result of our thinking or our thoughts or our mindset. So if you had a fixed mindset, you can change it and begin in the growth mindset. A growth mindset believes that change is possible. So wherever you are, whatever you are thinking of, change is possible. That is a growth mindset. Whatever you are doing that you think you are not doing your best, wherever you are, you think you are not satisfied with where you are, you can have a growth mindset that says that everything is possible. Change is possible. When you have a growth mindset, you believe the ability that you are born with a starting point. You can build on with hard work. When you have a growth mindset, you believe the abilities you are born with are a starting point. So even if you have a low IQ, it's a starting point. Even if you are not doing well, it's a starting point. Even if you are not able to perform maximally, it's a starting point. That is what the growth mindset says. So wherever you are, if you think that my performance is low, it's a starting point. You can grow. You can change your mindset and grow to have a better mindset or to have a better way of doing things. You have a passion for learning. Welcome mistakes as an opportunity to learn. Mistakes are a stepping stone to learning. When you make mistakes, don't dwell on them. It's a stepping stone, so take a step ahead and continue learning. Mistakes help us to make corrections. So don't make a mistake and stay there. As you make the mistake, move ahead. You will correct yourself. Seek challenges you can stretch. You always have a greater ability to survive difficult times. There is no storm that does not come to a stop. Every storm subsides at a time. They will come and they'll subside. Every challenge has a beginning and has an end. And so any challenge you are in, don't stay there. It is just a learning point. Every challenge is a point to challenge you to go ahead. Don't let challenges weigh you down. Don't let challenges make you timid. But look at them as a stepping stone to stand on them to move to the next level. In fact, challenges are steps to the higher level. When you come and you are able to overcome, you move to the next level of your life. So challenges help us to move ahead of time. So we are looking at another mindset, which is the solution-oriented mindset. A solution-oriented mindset does not ignore problems, but they notice problems and act quickly to find solutions. So please, look for solution. Be a solution growth mindset person so that you are always looking for solutions to problems. Don't hide problems. Don't run away from problems. When problems come, stick to them and work ahead, and you will achieve. You don't let anything stop you. No problem, no obstacle or failure can stop you because there is a solution to everything. The next one is a curious mindset. Please, as students, be curious about everything. And this mindset is about knowing, researching, asking questions. That's a curious mindset. A curious mind wants to know more. A curious mind wants to learn more. A curious mind wants to research. And then, so the great thing about a curious mind is that you can cultivate it. You can choose to view life yourself and look at things through a lens of curiosity. So the curious mind will always find solution. The curious person will always see success because they are curious, they want to know, and they learn. The last one I want to talk about is abundant success. The way we think, I said from the beginning that the way we think is the way we are. And so if you think abundant, if you think success, if you think wealth, you are working towards that. And as you continue working, you realize that at the end of the day, what your mindset is, that is where you reach. So, mindset. These are the things that will help us. We looked at the fixed mindset, which is not good for us. The growth mindset. We have the curiosity mindset, and we have abundant mindset. Next thing that we can do, one was the mindset. The second thing is planning. If you have a good mindset, next thing you have to do as a student to develop yourself is to plan. The next thing is goal setting before planning, sorry. So you set goals. So what are your life goals? One, you have long-term goals and short-term goals. You carve your long-term goal, and then you carve the short-term goals to fit or to give you completion in your long-term goals. So what are your goals? If you're a student here and you don't have goals, please get them now. Set goals for yourselves and start working towards them. Because success will not just come by thinking. Success will not just come by wishing. Success will not just come by thinking that I can be. No, you must have a goal so that you can work towards the goal to achieve success. Next is planning. Bible says in Luke chapter 12, verse 28, that which of you intending to build a tower will not sit down and count the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it. So everything we are doing, you must plan. Planning is very important. Without planning, you can have goals, you will not achieve them. So set your goals, then plan how you are going to achieve those goals. Planning assures that the objectives are certainly stated so that they serve as a model for determining what action should be taken and in which direction. So your plan, what action am I going to take? The goals are there. What action? And then what direction should I take for me to get to my destination? Planning is very important. It doesn't matter which course you are doing. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter which leader you are. Plan. As you plan, you will be able to reach your destination. Planning provides direction for us. Planning decreases the risks, chances of risk. If you plan, you reduce your chances of risk. If you plan, it gives you direction because you know from where I am starting and where I am ending. Planning decreases wasteful activities, so that when you get up, you just not say, today I don't have any lecture. And so you don't have anything doing, you are lying in the hostel. Or today the lecturer has not come. The lecturer has not come, so you are just walking about and following friends to where you don't even know where they are going. Or you are just, you have a wasteful life, you don't know what to do. When you plan, you know when I am starting, what I am doing, and what time I should finish. So even if a lecturer is not there, I have planned the day that I'm supposed to learn, I'm supposed to visit the library, I'm supposed to do this. When you plan well, it reduces wasteful activity. Planning encourages innovative ideas. Because you are planning, you have ideas you want to always achieve. So planning will help you achieve that. And then planning is decision making. Because before you plan, you must decide. You have to decide what I want to do before you can plan how to do it. So planning also helps to make decisions. The next one we want to talk about is focusing. So we looked at mindset, we looked at goal setting, we looked at planning, we are looking at focusing. Focus is ultimately about having full control of your mind. Focusing. Having full control about your mind. Knowing what you want to do. Learn how to develop the ability to choose what you are thinking about, feeling and doing. Expect definite. Expert define focus as the act of concentrating your interest and activity on something. So the act of concentrating your interest and ability on something. So you are focusing on, today I am going to the library, and your focus is on the library, and until you go to the library and finish what you are doing, every other thing doesn't work. Focus can only occur when we have said yes to one option and no to all. Like I said, today is for the library. And so every other thing, going to town, visiting friends and other things are put on hold when you focus on one thing. So say yes to one thing at a time and focus on that thing and make sure it is completed before you move to the other thing. Focus is the key to productivity, because saying no to every other option unlocks your ability to accomplish the one thing that is left. So you are focused on one thing, every other thing is on hold until that one thing is completed. Finally, I leave you with these quotations. Mark chapter 9, verse 23 says, everything is possible to him who believes. If you believe you can do it, it is possible. If you believe you can be a leader tomorrow, it is possible. If you believe you will succeed, you will have a first class, it is possible. If you believe you can make it to the end, to wherever, it is possible. So believe in yourself. Romans 12, verse 2 says, and be not conformed to the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So renew your mind today, even if you have a fixed mind. Renew it today and begin to have a growth mindset. The renewal of your mind. We can all change today and renew our minds to better our lives. Don't stick to one thing. If what you are doing is not helping you, you can make a change. It is just a belief. It is just to make a mindset, and then you are working towards it. And the last one, Proverbs 23, verse 7 says, for as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. So whatever you think you are, that is who you are. If you think you're a failure, yes, you are. If you think you are a leader, yes, you are. If you think you are a successful person, yes, you are. Whatever a man thinks in his heart. So everything, our attitude, our abilities, our intelligence, and everything we do is our mindset. If you change your mindset today, you will change the way you look at things and the way you do things. We don't have the power to change the world as a people, but we can change the way we perceive things that can benefit us, benefit our families, benefit our communities, and the world that we live in. Thank you.
A round of applause for the counselor of the university. I told you so. Mommy's last words. As you think, so will you be. If you look at me, I've been thinking about $2 million for the past 2 years. And trust me, it is working. If you don't agree, look at me. It is working. I smell dollars. I don't care whether you believe what I'm saying or not. I'm telling you that I've been thinking about $2 million and it's working. The blessings of the Lord making the man what? Rich. Thank you, Mommy, for the words so sweet. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mommy. A quick performance from our cultural group. You've been sitting for long. We will leave in no time. We have very limited time to leave. A quick performance from our culture group. Culture group, kindly take us away. Wow. Lovely. Beautiful. Wow, this is nice. This is nice. Beautiful. Wow. Hey. Neko. Beautiful. Wow. Wow. Beautiful. Wow. Wow. Thank you very much, Coach Abu. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Coach Abu. Wow. Beautiful. Wow. A lot of applause for the Coach Abu. This is beautiful. Wow, this is beautiful. Thank you very much, Coach Abu. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Wow. Please, a round of applause for the culture group. This is beautiful. Those of you who are not clapping, these drums, if you don't eat Donku 7, you can't play the drums. But you are not clapping. Why? Please, culture group, I counted the money you took. When you finish, I don't want any problem. I gave you the hype. Let's meet at the back there. I've checked all the money. Let's do justice to it. A round of applause to the culture group. This is so beautiful. This is purely Ghanaian. This is purely Ghanaian. Quickly, you move on with our next item on the list. We would have a keynote speaker on this podium to speak to us. I already told you that this woman is beautiful. The ladies that I said say beautiful, you didn't say. You are growing. She's a grown woman and look how beautiful she is. Say beautiful and the grace will come upon you. You won't say. I said she's beautiful. Say it's beautiful. Receive grace to be beautiful like her. Thank you very much. So please, a round of applause. Let's invite the Deputy Director for Tibet in the Poor region, Madam, to come and speak to us. Please, a round of applause for her as she comes. Let's invite Madam Linda to come and speak to us. She's not here. Keep clapping for Madam Linda as she comes. Madam, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Speak to us.
Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, the Dean of Student Affairs, the Honorable MCE Doma Central, the selfless servant, University Counselor, beloved students, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol duly observed. It is a great pleasure for me to come before you all this morning to talk about the pragmatic higher education, a phenomenon for economic growth and national development. When I saw the letter, I said, wow, where the yes, this is very important because as a nation, We need to work hard in the pragmatic way, and our educational system should also follow the same course. Why do we say so? The developed countries focus more on this in the past. The United States, for instance, started this in the early 20th century, and now they have developed to become a great nation. If you look at the G8, most of them are also following the same course, but what are we waiting for as Ghanaians? We know most of the lecturers today are working very hard on this, but conscious efforts need to be exerted for all to see this as a priority. What are we waiting for? As educators, it is our pleasure. There is a need for us to do our best in training the student in a way that will help them to face current and future challenges with ease. Mr. Chairman, all protocols duly observed. If you want our higher education to be pragmatic, then let all dear lecturers, I know they are not here, but once our mommy is here, the Dean of Student Affairs is here, you carry the message to them. Let all dear lecturers try to adopt the principle of John Breivik, a German pragmatic theorist. His principle states that our teaching should be united. Yes, this means that everything we teach, both practical and theoretical, should aim at helping the student to apply the lessons in real-life situations. His second theory also states that there should be an interest in the curriculum content. The authorities and the developers of the curriculum must include the student interest, and this should be conversational, investigative, constructive, and with creative expression. Our very experienced lecturers should continue to create a lot of project-based experimental lessons that will help the students to learn by doing things that is applicable in their everyday life. John Breivik further stated that students shouldn't be left alone. There should be integration in both the theoretical and the practical aspects. Concepts from different subject areas should be related to each other to encourage a holistic understanding of the topic. The time will come when you will not employ engineers from the Western world to carry our project for us in this country, and I hope shortly that will be a reality. It is a matter of time. It is just a matter of changing our educational system from being theoretical to a practical. Pragmatic education should prepare us for a successful and well-adjusted life. Such education should help the student to acquire knowledge which is helpful to them in solving the present day's problems. My dear students, you can't complete an HND program or BSc in auto engineering. Then when your car breaks down, you call a mechanic to fix it for you. Don't say, hey, it's happening. It's happening. About 22 years ago, when I was in Kumasi Polytechnic, something happened. One student, the student was in the final year mechanical engineering student. The VRO people floated an advert. So the guy, although he has not completed the program, he decided to apply for it. He applied, and another person from a traditional university that I don't want to mention the university name also applied. They went for the interview at Akosombo. The interview, you know that the traditional universities, you see the English. They say, oh, okay, we are finished. Let's get to the engine room. When they got there, they have dismantled the engines, they told them to fix it. Although it was an air-conditioned room, come and see the traditional university student sweating like a pregnant fish. He was there just struggling. So the Polytechnic final year student did the work, fixed the equipment, they said, oh, we are not here because of certificate. The one from the traditional having the first class in mechanical engineering, but he can't fix it. The one who is in the final year student in the Polytechnic was able to fix it and he got the job. So I'm encouraging you to take your practical work serious. The current unemployment situation in the country could be reduced if you make our teaching more practical. STU, you can do it. There should be more practical days to equip the students with the necessary skills that will help them to face the development challenges that comes in our country. We all have a role to play if you want to be successful as a nation. The government needs to provide ultra-modern workshops for technical universities. I know you have one here, the AVIC project. Lecturers also should base their lessons more on practical aspects. Then you, the student, you too have to take your practical work serious. I know, because you know that the assessment is 40% and the theory, the exams is 60%, because now you don't have much pressure. You can memorize it. So the lecture notes, you just memorize it, and when you go and write, you get 55. So the practical aspect, when it's practical day, they will not even see you in the practical room. But because you can memorize it, you will memorize and get 55%, you get your pass mark, there you go. You will finish, although you are educated, but I will call you educated illiterate in your field. Don't say, hey, I know. When we go for marking, I'm examiner, when you go for marking, we see it. I know teachers who are teaching, they have the at-home economics, but they can't even bake cake, I know. They didn't take their practical work serious, and I hope you will not do that. Thank you very much. Parents also have their role to play. The parents must encourage their children to enroll in technical schools. The technical universities and technical and vocational-based institutions in the country. Your junior sisters and brothers are in the house. The JHS people, very soon they will do their selection. Encourage them to choose the technical and vocational institutions. Yes, with this, we can boldly say that things will change and Ghana will develop if we focus more on practical aspects, for the development of Ghana lies on the shoulders of technical universities. Now Ghana is looking at us. They say if you want to change this Ghana, it depends on our shoulders. So let's take the mantle and change Ghana for good. I hope by next 2 or 3 years, when I'm traveling and I see contractors on the road and I see the Chinese people and I see those from foreign countries, I say, we are doing BT. Even the traditional universities are doing BT. But still, we have the white people doing our roads for us. I hope things will change very soon. It depends on you to change your mindset, as our mommy said. If you believe that we can do the roads, and we learn and we take our practical work serious, then they will get the confidence in us and give us the contract. But you yourself, you don't even know how to mix mortar, and you want them to give their contract to you. Then 3 days, the road will be something else. I wish you all, as you celebrate your SRC week, I pray that next year, if we shall mix again, things will change. I will see, when I come, I will see more cars manufactured by STU. My hospitality people, my background is catering. So my hospitality people, next year when I go to market and I see vegetables getting rotten on the market, and you are doing product development, what are you doing? We have to see more of these products on the market. Product development. Develop the garden next to something else that we can store. Develop the pepper. Next year, you want an exhibition. Products manufactured by STU. God bless us. God bless STU. God bless us all. Thank you.
A round of applause for Madam Linda, such a wonderful, pragmatic speaker. Madam, God bless you so much. God bless you so much. So the hospitality people, you heard, Madam. Students are there. He didn't mention accounting. So the account, he said hospitality. May I hear hospitality? Please, the foodstuffs are in the market. Do shit and give it to us and let us eat. Students are going hungry. Please, these are all practical things you need to start doing now. But one thing Madam doesn't know that STU, we've started building our cars. Am I lying? Our cars are there. Out of all the technical universities, STU, we even started building our cars a long time. Yes, I remember my time, the mechanical people had this car. I said, a dining is so bad. Normal. It's very normal. Yeah. We were able to drive it around. So STU, Madam, we are promising you, just give us some few years. You develop our electronic cars here. Yes. A round of applause for yourself. STU, you are doing so much better. God bless you. God bless you. We are getting to the end of this session. It has been a wonderful session. I told you won't spend much time and see how you're already enjoying yourself. But before our chairman comes, in fact, I want to hear this man talk. I would want to invite the man I gave a prophecy to. Mark my words, this man will become an MP. He will become an MP. And then when he becomes an MP, I can go to his office up and down without any protocol. Yes, so that when I also need something, I'll call him, oh, Mr. MP, the MP will just sort me out. Please, you won't go with me. I'll go alone. Don't tell me you go with me. So I'll just give some few minutes to Honorable Godwin Asubontin to just speak with us. Honorable, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
My colleague Chairman, SRC President, Dean of Students, Madam from TVET, you have been very impressive, the Councillor and my colleague. My name is Godwin Asubontin. Good morning to you. Let me confess that I initially wasn't planned, I wasn't a part of this program. I was stolen into the program at the last minute. I wanted to come and introduce something to you. And fortunately enough, I was told that the SRC was having a week-long event this week. So I pleaded with my boss, His Excellency, and he gave me the opportunity to be here. So whatever that I say here is part of the introduction. I know the theme for this celebration, and I think it is a very important and thought-provoking, let me say. We are talking about a pragmatic higher education, a permanent feature or phenomenon for economic growth and national development. Justifiably so, because if we intend to develop as a nation, what we need is pragmatic education. I wouldn't want to lay much emphasis on whether it is higher education or lower education. I attended Oman Senior High School some time ago, and the motto of our school is knowledge is power. When we were in school, we were so much obsessed with the motto, but when I grew up, I challenged the substance of the motto. I told people that, look, When you tell me education, knowledge is power, it is not wholly true. But knowledge is potential power. Knowledge only becomes power when it is tailored to suit the aspirations of industry, and for that matter, life. Because when you go around, you can find people who are so knowledgeable, yet very useless. Education only becomes relevant when it is able to transform the individual, transform the society in which the person is, and also transform the nation of that individual. And even in talking about education, what do we mean? There are so many people who have not gone through the four walls of education or institutions, yet are very much educated. When you need a sculptor, or when you meet a sculptor who is able to erect a very good structure, he is educated in one way or the other. I remember Madam Linda was talking about we taking our cars to mechanics. They are educated because I know physics. When you ask me to teach you basic physics, I'll be able to do that. But then I also own a car. When even the wiper is faulty, it becomes difficult to fix it. This is the kind of education we pride ourselves with in this country. That is why I believe that if we want to move forward, it is very important we lay emphasis on technical education. I am therefore pleased to be associated with the land of competitiveness, the land of excellence, the land of innovation, and what's not. And in the next few years, we want to see you come through with innovations that will be able to turn our economy around. Undoubtedly, I know that education holds that proper key to unlock our potentials in development. Madam was talking about the mindset of all of us. For me, if education is able to do something in our lives, what I believe we should all look at is the mindset, the paradigm shift, the way we see things. Madam said, if you believe you are a failure, you are a failure. If you believe you succeed, you succeed. And we need to begin it from this point. What does education do? Education gives you a better appreciation of events. Education improves your understanding, efficiency, thereby helping you to raise productivity. Anything short of this is not proper education. So my brothers and sisters, sometimes when I meet you, I tell you this. You are in Ghana. You come from a small village. It is not by accident that God put you there. What is it that you can do to make that environment, that small environment, very prosperous? I usually say that everybody comes from somewhere. We normally mention the name of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah because I'm a politician. When I mention his name, don't have any qualms with me. But Dr. Kwame Nkrumah comes from a very small community. Yet, because of the education, the knowledge that he had, he was able to champion the cause for our independence. Elon Musk, you have all heard his name. He also comes from somewhere. And he is not better than you are. You can do something. Sometimes when we go through education, we all think that what we should do is to find white-collar jobs. There are many of you here who are captains of industry, but because of your mindset, you end up being employees of some individuals. Education improves your innovativeness, your creativity. It makes you a critical thinker. I was recently talking to a nurse, and the nurse was thinking, a young nurse, she was thinking gathering some money and then going to some buying and selling. And I told her, I asked her, when would she do that? She was saying, oh, okay, I'm now gathering money. My salary is not enough. Then I said, okay, now, you are here. Per your schedule, you only go in the morning, you don't go in the afternoon, you don't go in the evening. Why don't you use that time? Why can't you go and learn a trade like hairdressing? Because of your level of thinking, you will be able to go through it successfully within about 2 years. You will not spend the 3 years that others spend. And once you're through, imagine yourself, a nurse, opening a salon, telling people that because you are a nurse, you care about their health care. And that when they come to you, their health will be secured, their safety will be secured. And think of the number of people who will even troop in. You get additional income to supplement your income. And in no time, you become the person you want to become. There are a lot of you with a lot of talents. Some of you know how to cook very well. You are caterers. But you are thinking of working in a reputable institution. Before I sit down, let me share with you this. When I was the municipal chief executive, I used to host a lot of young guys. They will come to me and ask me, Honorable, we want you to help us find jobs. Then I will ask them, what kind of job do you want to find? They will begin to mention cocoa board. Then all the high class, if you like, high class job placements. Then I will just ask them, why do you want to work with cocoa board? They say, oh, that place is very lucrative. My simple response always was, why is it lucrative? Some people make that place lucrative and you want to go there. Why don't you think of also going somewhere, start it, and make that place lucrative so that tomorrow some other individuals will also want to come there? I hope you understand my point. That is what we want to do. As we are here, we are eyeing a place where possibly we can go. Next time we complete school, I'm here to tell you that you can also start from somewhere. You can begin from somewhere. Look into your community. People have needs. And once you are able to satisfy those needs, once you are able to satisfy the taste of consumers, you are already there. This is what I want to leave with you, because I'm not a main speaker for this function. I want to tell you that I am always available. I am just in Domahin crew. That is where I am. Anytime you want me to come and share a thought with you, I'll gladly do so, and I'll come. So I want to thank the SRC so much for the opportunity given me. But before I sit down, I told you before I even started talking that I am a writer. I am a politician like my brother and a writer at the same time. This is one of my books. It was launched recently. The Golden Ladder, a human empowerment tool. I recommend the book to you. I can't talk about it, but I just want to recommend to you. Please, I'll leave copies. When you see the SRC president, he will direct you where you can have a copy. Try to have your copy. It is practical, and it's going to help you a great deal. May the good Lord continue to bless you. May he expand your horizon so that you begin to appreciate why you have been created. Thank you so much.
A round of applause for Honorable. Thank you very much for passing through. Please, the title of the book is The Golden Ladder. Do well and grab a copy, and I know that you'll be blessed. Before the rain, there's a storm. And the storm is the university choir. University choir, just one song before Daddy climaxes the event for us with a speech and the launch of the week. University choir, just one song. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. A round of applause for the NAS choir. Yes, indeed, this is the NAS choir. NAS, God bless you so much for that powerful song. But it got to a point, I nearly ran away because your challenge is serious. It's serious. They are very serious. Charlie, God bless you so much. When my money come, I said it. I will sponsor you. Yes, you go to Abisim and do a performance for me there. God bless you so much. Please, we are rounding up the event. I told you from the onset that an encounter with this man, I knew that he's a man that is after the people's heart. I've heard series of stuff about this man. That one day I nearly even texted him that I sat in a taxi and heard people talking about him. When he assumed office as the commander of the municipality, you testify the lot of stuff that this man has been able to achieve. People love him for his heart for humanity. My 4 years of stay in Sunyani, I've come to see that this man is a man for the people. An encounter with him at his office, a very humble man, despite his pedigree and the blessings God has given unto him. A round of applause for the chairman for this week launch. Let's welcome Honorable Ansu Kumi to mount the podium and speak to us. Welcome, sir. God bless you so much. God bless you so much.
Thank you, MC. He has a very good mouth, as somebody will say. But thank you for your kind words. The work that he is doing as MC, I am sure I'm not the only person who sees that potential in him. And so if he develops it, that alone becomes a source of employment for him. And that is the encouragement that we want to give to each and every one who is here, who are gathered here. In fact, I wish if we were to use this particular week to engage ourselves, to reorient ourselves in terms of the mindset that we have regarding employment, I'll be so happy. I'll be so happy. And that is why my brother, who when he got some few minutes and then touch on what is it that can be done to secure job, to provide job, to create job opportunities for our people. I believe that that is an area that as students, as we have gathered here, we need to focus on. We need to focus on. The reality of life today is that as you are in school, especially in the university such as this, we need to begin to think through what we can do to provide or to create our own jobs. Now, those of us who are doing one work or the other, we tend to think that that is not enough. And so they always try to look for other sources through which they will be able to get additional income. And that is what is happening when you come out of the four walls of the university. Already it is being done by other people. And so I will encourage you that whilst you are in school, those days, I remember when I was in the university, my lecturer told me that at the time that he was at the university, there were very few people, very few students. And at that time, while they were in school, some organizations, institutions would even come to the university to look for people who were ready to join them to perhaps do the work that they are doing at the time. But time has changed. That time has changed, and that is the reality. It has changed. And so when Madam Grace, my former colleague, walks us through the mindset that you and I have, which would mean that there is a need for us to reorient our minds, I believe that that is in order. It is a good call. And so please, individually as students, let us use this week to reflect on this issue. Let us reflect on this. That as I sit here, whilst I'm in school, what can I do? Is it possible, perhaps, to even join hands with my colleagues, one or two people, to come out with an idea to provide job opportunities for others? And the time is now. You don't have any other time. When you complete and you go out there, the reality is that the opportunities are not there. And so if I were you, I would start now to plan. So this is just a message that I wanted to add to what my brother just said, just to let you be aware that something can be done to change our lives. Dean of Students, His Excellency, SRC President, the Councillor, my former colleague, a former MC for Doma Central, Honorable Godwin Esubonten, the Deputy Regional Director of TVET, Our lady from the GNUTS, SRC executives, dear students, good morning. Is it afternoon? Good afternoon. I hope everyone is doing well. I deem it a great pleasure to be invited to this important occasion of the launch of this year's SRC Week celebration, especially the opportunity to give an input. Before I start, I wish to thank the organizers of the program for inviting me. SRC Week celebrations have always been occasions students look forward to with nostalgia, to take time off their busy schedule to fraternize, network with their colleagues, and listen to advice from senior and more experienced people, mostly about the world around them and how to navigate the challenges of the outside school. It is in the light of the above that I see the theme of this year's celebration, Pragmatic Higher Education, a permanent phenomenon for economic growth and national development. Very important. Education can be defined as the stock of skills, competencies, and other productivity-enhancing characteristics that increase the efficiency of each individual worker and helps economies to move up the value chain beyond manual task processes. Human capital is considered the most important of all the factors of production, and the impact of education on productivity growth cannot be overemphasized. Education is the leading determinant of economic growth, employment, and earnings. Ignoring the economic importance of education would endanger the prosperity of future generations with widespread consequence of poverty and social exclusion. Education enriches people's understanding of themselves and the world around them. It improves the quality of their lives and leads to a broad social benefit to the individual and to society at large. Education raises people's productivity and creativity and promotes entrepreneurship and technological advances. Education gives people the knowledge and skills to stay healthy, get jobs, and foster tolerance. It is in the light of this that Goal 4 of the UN Sustainable Development Goals sees the provision of quality education for all as fundamental to creating a peaceful and prosperous world. It is the importance of education to economic growth and development that makes countries the world over to allocate a good proportion of their national budgets to funding education. The Education 2030 Framework of Action proposed that countries should allocate 4 to 6% of their GDP or 15 to 20% of public expenditure to education. Pragmatic education is one that is designed to solve the problems that are confronted by the people at a particular time. It should be practical, experience-based, and action-oriented. Pragmatic education should allow students to question Pragmatic education should allow students to question everything they are taught with a view to enabling them make up their minds about what they believe. It encourages independent thought and critical thinking. Pragmatic education encourages learning by doing, not just listening or reading. It is my belief that pragmatic education has been the missing link in Ghana's education for a long time. It is therefore no wonder that it is often complained that our education is not linked to industry. This has resulted in many educational institutions churning out large numbers of graduates annually, but who find it difficult to fit into the job market, thereby worsening the unemployment situation of the country. Pragmatic education, therefore, aims to solve this problem by training people to fit into their world. These people are oriented to fit into the world of work and may therefore be suitable for the existing labor market or create their own jobs. Successive governments in Ghana have tried to solve this education industry misfit by introducing several policies, but with limited success. Since the coming into power of the government of NPP in 2017, under His Excellency President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, education has been prioritized as one of the flagship programs that will propel the growth of this country. A good proportion of national revenue has therefore been committed to achieve this objective. The first step in this direction was to increase equitable access to education, especially for vulnerable households, and achieve gender parity. It will be unfair to talk of pragmatic education to only the privileged few, with majority of children denied access, especially at the second cycle and tertiary levels. This was what led to the introduction of the free SHS program. As is evident to all, the program within a short period of 7 years has virtually achieved its aim of gender parity in our second cycle and tertiary institutions and created access to a great number of children that would otherwise have fallen off the education ladder. It is the belief of government that even though the development of human resources of a country is capital intensive and a long-term venture, it would eventually pay off. In addition to the above, and to emphasize practical education, government is placing premium on technical and vocational education to create access for students with interest in the technical and vocational fields, as well as create a pool of middle-level technical expertise that will lead in the transformation of the country's economy. As you may be aware, the former Community Development Vocational School, located at Sunyane, in Siatre, and many other places in the country have been upgraded to vocational institutes and retooled to train technical students for the technical universities such as yours, the universities or the field of work. In order to give a head start to products of this new education system, who upon completion of school may want to start their own businesses, government has introduced many programs, including but not limited to the U-Start program, to provide funding and technical support to youth and youth-led businesses to assist them start, build, and grow their own businesses. I therefore wish to assure students of this university, especially those offering technical courses, that a lot of opportunities await you out there. You therefore need to take your studies seriously in order to acquire the necessary skills needed to take advantage of these opportunities. To conclude, I wish to once again thank the organizers of this program for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to share my views with you. My dear students, Dean of Students, just a few minutes ago, I've been given an additional responsibility, perhaps because of the absence of the Vice Chancellor, and that is to, on behalf of the University of the Technical University, and on behalf of the Vice Chancellor, and of course on behalf of the SRC, I wish to declare the 2023 GNUTS SRC Week celebration duly launched.
A round of applause for Honorable MC. Please, we don't let our dedicates, we invite our dear mommy and our father to step down in a minute as we complete a step downstairs. Please, with a round of applause, let's invite the people on the high table as we step down and duly launch. Please, can we be upstanding as they come? Let's launch the SRC Week in grand style, and we are out of here. And we are out of here in no minute. So, on behalf of the Vice Chancellor, the MC, please you pick a bottle. On behalf of the Vice Chancellor, the Dean of Students, Mommy, please you pick a bottle. So the cultural group kindly give us a very nice interlude as they duly pop the champagne for the week we launched. Officially, the first event of the 27th SRC GNUTS Week celebration is about to set off. Yes, those of you who are doing your mouth some style, you won't get some and drink. Just look here. Stop looking at the champagne. Look here and concentrate. Whoa, a round of applause. A round of applause as we wait for our daddy, the MC. A round of applause, MC. Oh, a round of applause, a big round of applause for them as they take their seats. As they take their seats. As they take their seats. A round of applause, a round of applause, a round of applause. A round of applause as the GNUTS Week has been unveiled by our father, the MCE, the MC. Very beautiful, very beautiful. Please, the photographers, please do a very nice job for us. Very beautiful as they take the pictures. Very beautiful, very beautiful. Thank you very much, sir. You can take your seats. Please, a round of applause for our guests as they take their seats. A round of applause for them as they take their seats. Please, we'll be out of here in no time. Kindly sit down for the next few minutes and we are out of here. Cultural group, thank you very much. Cultural group, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, under the authority of our chairperson, Honorable Ansu Komi, the 27th SRC GNUTS Week celebration has been duly launch. Give a round of applause. A round of applause. So quickly, we invite the WUCOM of the SRC, Honorable Betty Mahama, to come and give us the vote of thanks. Oh, look at how she's working. Clap your hands for her. Clap your hands for her. Yes. Madam WUCOM, take your time. We are here for you. Take your time. Yeah.
I deem it a great privilege to be called upon to propose the vote of thanks. The chair, the MC of Sunyani East, the Vice Chancellor, the Dean of Students, the Deputy Director of TVET, the former MCE, the school counselor, and then research and education officer of GNUTS, the SRC president, and his colleague executives, fellow students, all protocol duly observed. We deem it a great privilege, and we want to say a very big thank you for all of you for making time out of your busy schedules to be here to honor this great program. We say thank you, and may God guide you all back home safely. Thank you. My name is Mahama Tiabeti, SRC Women's Commissioner. Thank you.
A round of applause for Mahama Tia Betty, the WUCOM, for this great institutions SRC. I'm glad she was up here. One day I pray all of you be up here too, so that you see how it looks like. So when our guests are speaking and then you are doing your own thing, you think it's easy to be standing here to give a speech or to talk. It's not very easy. So let us appreciate. I hope this program was wonderful. How many of us believe that it has been a wonderful time? Then give a clap offering to yourself. You've done well. You've done well so much. You've done well. All right, so quickly, the SRC PRO, this gentleman is doing well. He'll give us a short announcement and then we'll out of here.
All right, thank you very much. The first announcement we have is the continuation of our week celebration. The activity we have tonight is a movie night in this very auditorium. The time is 8 p.m. sharp. The continuation of the week celebration activity for today is 8 p.m. sharp. And also the STU Most Strongest as part of the week celebration activities. Registration are ongoing. So please, if you are interested, kindly contact the SRC Sports Commissioner for your registration. And also the GNUTS Connect, GNUTS Person Connect. We have designers on board. If you are a designer, you want to come and showcase your brand, kindly contact the GNUTS ambassador for that purpose. We also have the Date Rush. And I'm sure this is our 3rd edition of the Date Rush. If you are interested, if you want to come and grab a date, kindly contact the SRC Women Commissioner and get yourself registered and come for the Date Rush. You may be lucky to have your date. The flyers will be ready very soon. So thank you very much. And this is the announcement we have for today. Thank you.
Quickly, we invite our chairman back to come and give us the closing remarks. Please, a round of applause for Daddy as he comes with us to give us. Please, Daddy, you can there.
Okay, thank you, MC. MC, sorry for the opportunity once again. All too soon, yes, I'm referring to you as MC, maybe in future. Yes, just as you said. Just as you said. I believe the few hours or minutes we have spent here has been worthwhile. All the speakers who had the opportunity to address us touch on some issues, pertinent issues that relate to our lives. And it is important that we pay particular attention to it. I know it is SRC week. Some of us would focus on the exciting aspect of it, and we tend to forget about what we need to think of to be able to improve upon our lives. At the university, when you chance to get admission, I'm sure your lecturers will tell you that it is important that you build a very excellent human relationship. And on that score, I quite recall during our matriculation, we were advised that once you are in school, at least you try to get close to each and everyone, especially those who work there, including our security personnel on campus. Personally, I took that advice. I did just that, and it actually helped me. I know Chief Security Officer is here, but perhaps apart from him, how many of us do know the names of our security personnel on campus here? How many of us have even bothered to be so close to them? Maybe because you think you are a student, you need not have a very cordial relationship with the staff on campus. It is important that we take some of these little things seriously. And that is what impacts on our lives. And especially you get to know the essence of it when you get out of the four walls of the university. Dean of Students addressed us. She welcomed us. She took us through what we need to do as students, especially this week that we're going to have SLC celebration. But the most important thing that she talked about, which I want to reiterate, bring to your mind, is the fact that the SLC week is an opportunity to, break the gap between the students and then the university council. So there will be clearly some interaction that will go on, and of course you will definitely have the university council coming close to the students. And so it is important that as part of the university calendar, we have SLC week celebration. Our madam from the GNUTS, I believe she also helped us to understand what that particular body stands for. Because what I used to know is NUCS, but I did not know that now the Ghana National University Union of Technical Students has a body on its own. And it is an education that all of us have also learned and also address it as such. But you see, as students, you don't just leave it as such. Now that this has been brought to your attention, I would encourage you to read about it, know what is it and what it stands for. And it's part of the education that you're expected to receive as students. Madam Grace, the counselor of the university, touched on a very important ingredient in our lives, which we ought to pay attention to in order to transform our lives. And that is the mindset. Some of us, I think that is the kind of the illness that we have. We think that virtually we have thrown our arms in the air, thinking that we cannot do anything. Our lives can never be improved. We cannot change. And that if you have a mindset of this nature, in fact, it will be difficult for your lives to be transformed. In fact, many people that you hear their names, you often see them either on television or even coming face to face with, who have made it in life. That was not how they were some years ago. But it's because of the fact that they felt that something could be done about their lives in order to make a difference. So when we talk about poverty cycle, even if in your family you have all your family members being poor, I believe as you sit here, you should resolve that even if you have that poverty cycle within my family, I am the one going to make strenuous effort to break that cycle. And if you make that resolution, I bet you, believe you me, it will happen. It will happen. And it's about the mindset. She took us through all the types of mindset. And I believe you would opt for the positive mindset. The positive one, which says that your life, your condition, your state can change. And I'm sure we're going to change our condition. How many of us are going to change our condition? Good. So let's begin now. Not during our time, we thought that, school, you come and learn, and then when you go out there, you go and look for a job. But now, there is a shift in that mindset, which says that now, whilst you are in school, think of what you can do. Create your own job. And fortunately, government has this package that is the Youth Start. Maybe during my speech, I did not touch on it so much, but perhaps let me use this opportunity to expatiate it a bit. That the Youth Start is meant for you, young guys who have brilliant ideas, who have business ideas, maybe because of financial difficulty, you're unable to, establish that business. Once you have that mind, you have that business idea, government has this package for such people. So you put that together, maybe get close to the GEA, that is the Ghana Enterprises Agency. You get close to it, and then they will help you. They are not going to give you money alone, but also help you to acquire the needed skills, which of course will help you to establish your business and to be able to sustain it. And so, please, sometimes when you hear it on television, people talk about it, you think that it is not there. But colleagues of yours, some of them are taking advantage of that, and they are using that to transform their lives. If I were you, I would also resolve that, I also do the same. For government, their responsibility is to try and come out with some of these innovations. But it is also your responsibility to take advantage of such packages, policies to enhance your life. My brother, former MC for Doma Central, I think he touched on job creation. He says he is there. At any point in time, if I were you, I'll pick his number. If I feel that there is a need for us to have some contact so that he will help me to understand it better, I'll do so. And he has a lot of information to give out, except that time did not permit him to go ahead. And so, generally, I think that we have had a very fruitful session as part of the SRC launch. What I would just want to say to wrap up is that this is a week for you as students. Those who like to enjoy themselves, enjoy yourself. But at the same time, bear in mind that if you overdo it, there is a consequence. So be measured in the way and manner you go about it. Whilst you are enjoying yourself, while you are trying to have access to that excitement, bear in mind that that is also a learning process. Take advantage of it, and then network, learn from one another. And I believe that at the end of the week, you would have had a very fruitful week, and that would also help you to get that kind of learning experience that you have. On this note, I would like to thank the organizers once again, the Dean of Students, and all those who have who played a role in making sure that this program becomes a success. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Wow. Adadi has summarized the whole show. The whole show. So those of you who are not good in summarization, please start learning. Start learning. You need it in com skills class. Thank you very much. We want to thank everybody. Madam Linda, God bless you so much. Thank you for coming. Our Dean of Students, my mother, your mother. Mommy, we love you so much. We love you so much. Keep pressuring us to do the right thing. And we will do it. We are going to make you proud. This is a promise. Even if you don't promise with me, I've promised on your behalf. So you make STU proud. Honorable Nsukumi, and God bless you so much. Thank you for coming. Madam Grace, we love you so much. Thank you for coming. Honorable Spontaneous, God bless you so much for joining us. Miss Kwasara, GNUTS, we are grateful that you were able to pass through. Please, let's take note of this. Face of Technical University. Face of Technical University. It is 60 cities, the forms, right? Okay, all right. So if you want to go, because the whole 10 technical universities, we are having the national face of technical university, and then STU has a representative. Please, let's push the lady. She has to win, because if you take the 10 technical universities, 80% of the beautiful girls are here. You see, look at you. 80% of the beautiful girls are here. One lady here. He just did the face of wavy. I'm not talking about you. I said they are here. So if you are not here, no problem. No problem. Don't mind me. All right. Photography with the dignities will just follow suit. So right after here, we've mounted the PRO has mounted a very nice stage over there. You'll be taking photographs with our dignities and then executives. And then attendance to all activities from henceforth. Please, it's very compulsory. You have to partake. The alumni, we are here. We are here to enjoy. We are here to learn, socialize, and then leave. So please, let's enjoy. Tonight is movie night. And I know the movie they're about to show, Isakaba, will be shown. So please, let's be available to watch Isakaba this evening. So, my name is Michael Safo Prescott, the immediate past STU-SRC ambassador for our noble institution, and I'm proud that I attended this institution. God bless you so much. If you have the chief imam here, let's have him to pray for us. If the chief imam is not here, then we have the chief imam is here. Okay. Oh, please clap for imam. He's coming. Clap for imam. Imam is farm boy. Please clap for imam. In fact, my first time I'm seeing imam, that is farm boy. Please clap for imam. Please clap for imam. Imam is nice guy. You guys stop. Imam, thank you very much. Please pray so that we can take our leave. All right.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. After extending gratitude to Allah Almighty, I would want to say a very big thank you to our father and the leader of this institution, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Engineer Kwaju Adinkra Apia, and all the management of the university for their enormous contribution towards enhancing peace and unity among the student body of Sunyani Technical University. The executives of JIMSA actually had the chance to meet the Vice Chancellor last semester, and we had a very nice conversation with him, and he actually encouraged us and he pushed for that unity among students from diverse faiths and beliefs. I would want to make it known to our dignitaries on the high table and all the students that our Eid al-Adha celebration is just in 2 days' time. That will be on the 28th of June, inshallah, on Wednesday. So I officially invite all of you, especially our father, the Vice Chancellor, to join us in this August celebration as part of our celebration too. And what we have learned from the management of the school, we are actually playing a friendly soccer match with our Christian brothers. And this will go a long way fostering that unity and peace. I will say the closing prayer by reading the first chapter of the glorious Quran. And I read, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahmanir Rahim, Malik Yawmiddin, Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in, Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim, siratal ladhina an'amta alayhim, ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Amen.
Round of applause for Imam. Round of applause for him. Thank you very much, sir. I was trying to save him the trouble, but since he has brought himself, please count everybody that is here. The meat should be shared accordingly on Wednesday. Thank you very much. Please, let's be on our feet and then we wait. Please, the dignitaries will leave first. Please, with all due respect, we give respect to whom respect is due. Let's be on our feet as the dignitaries will leave first. Thank you very much. Please, the books from Honorable Asubontin will be available with the SRC. Kindly get one. God will bless you. God will bless you. Honorable Mahama, Honorable Wuko, get a poly bag, pack all this. I'm sending it to the house. Look sharp.